a lot of people out here believe that the MT-07 is the best motorcycle to start on. I mean, listen to that sound. Good looking bike. It doesn't have a ton of power like the super bikes and everything. And so many new riders believe that this is absolutely the pinnacle of beginner motorcycles. And I've told you in numerous videos that this is not a good beginner motorcycle. I wouldn't say this is a terrible beginner motorcycle. I'm going to tell you the absolute worst motorcycles, the most terrible motorcycles that you could ever think to start on.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, all of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section of my video. Many people have started on this bike and did just fine, especially if you take the MSF class. You'll probably be okay on this bike, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll have some throttle experience and they'll put you through the rigors at the MSF class. But if you're just getting your motorcycle license and just going and buying a motorcycle, this is probably not a good choice. But you've got people out there that go get their temporary license and they'll go buy a super bike, a Gixxer 1000. I actually saw a guy take his motorcycle riding test on a Gixxer 1000 and he failed it, but they said he had failed it like 4 times. Why? Because he doesn't have the skills, man. He don't have the skills. And he's attracted to a really powerful bike that he's not ready for. He don't have the skills for it. And those make the absolute most terrible motorcycles for beginner bikes is a super bike and super sports, the 600 or the 1000. So many people believe the 600cc super sport is fine as a beginner bike because it's not as powerful as the liter bikes. But them bikes are powerful, man. If you see my early videos back in my CBR 600RR days, you would see how powerful that bike is. It sounds like it's going faster than it is, but there's still powerful bikes, man, that I would not ever recommend. I couldn't see myself starting on that bike ever, man. I've seen so many people have a real effed up day because they started on a 600 or the 1000 super bike. But I think a lot of you guys pretty much know that now, but there still are a lot of noobs out there that are dead set on getting a super bike or super sport. They like, man, I'm not going to waste my time starting on no little bike and then working my way up. That's a wasted money. I'm just going to go right to the top and get that super bike, man. That's all I need. Then I don't have to get no more bikes. I just get the super bike. And you're going to get tired of that, guys. Any bike you get, you're going to want to get a new bike and try something different, even if you start on a super bike. But most of you guys, a lot of you guys are going to get your butt handed to you by riding them fast bikes because you don't have the skills for them, man. I tell you, even on this bike here, this thing has got a lot of grunt, man, where if you do a fistful of throttle on this and you're not ready for it, this could buck you off just like a super bike could, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though this ain't as powerful as it, but it's got a lot of bottom end grunt, and this doesn't have any electronic rider aids on it where you can dumb down the power and put it on a rain mode or something like you can on some of the other bikes. So that's why I don't really recommend this bike. I say if you're gonna you want an MT bike, get an MT-03. I think that's a great beginner bike. Another type of motorcycle that's really bad for new riders that a lot of people don't tell you about is a Harley Davidson Bagger or any of the big bikes like a Honda Goldwing or any of the great big hefty bikes. They're extremely cumbersome for a new rider that doesn't have the skills to maneuver such a big bike. And those are powerful bikes too, man. They're big and powerful. And trust me, you don't want to be a new rider on them bikes, man. Seriously. I've seen a guy. He was, one time when I was getting my motorcycle test done way back when I had the Chinese scooter. This guy was taking his test on a Harley Davidson Bagger, man, and he failed on it. I'm telling you, man, you got to take the MSF class starting off. Don't go get your license, go straight to the motorcycle shop and get you a motorcycle. Make sure that you have the skills, and MSF class is going to help give you the skills before you own that bike. Also, I think adventure motorcycles are not great motorcycles to start on either. Those are terrible starter bikes because they're top heavy. Those are heavy bikes, kind of heavy. I guess 500 and something pounds. Some of them are 400 plus pounds, the lighter ones. But they sit up higher, more, you know, a bit top heavy for a new rider. Honestly, you want something small, lightweight, and not so powerful, like an NTO3, which is a great fun bike still, even. And you want something like that to start on, man. Or any of the small bikes. The Kawasaki Ninja 400 is a great starter bike. The any of the like the 250s, 300s, 400s, the smaller bikes, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that over and over. Get started on a smaller bike. But I'm telling you guys, one day you will appreciate the smaller bikes when you start getting some of the faster ones and realizing that it's a lot of wasted power that you don't use. And these small ones you can throw around. They're more fun to throw around. Rip the throttle. You can get more out of them than you can these big liter bikes that you ride around town on. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys, you're going to have to figure it out yourself, though. But a lot of you guys, like I said, are going to have to learn the hard way. You're going to have to... Some of you guys got to get your butt handed to you, and you have a real effed up day because you done grabbed a fistful of throttle on that super bike and you lost control. And some of you guys may die because of that choice that you got a fast bike to start on. I'm saying, or you end up real jacked up because you made a bad choice, because you don't want to start at the bottom and work. You always have to start at the bottom and work your way up. With anything in life, business, anything, you got to start at the bottom. Crawl. You got to crawl before you can walk, and you got to walk before you can run. Same with motorcycles, man. That's like somebody starting in karate and going to buy a black belt. And then go and fight somebody that's got a black belt, and then you get your butt whooped because you got zero skills. What I love about Europe is they don't let you have a fast bike. You got to start on the smaller bike and get a certain license as you go up, from my understanding. You have to go up the power classes. That really, they should do that in the United States. You know, here in the United States, you can actually go get your temp license and go buy a brand new Kawasaki Ninja H2. Seriously, here in the United, I know it's awesome that you're able to do something like that, but it's really terrible. For the worst thing a new rider could do is to go out and buy a brand new Kawasaki H2. Now there will be some people that will probably be okay on it, believe it or not. I mean, but a lot of people are probably going to fail. They're going to crash that beautiful, expensive bike that has a fairing that's worth like, I think, was it like $5,000 if you crash it or something, and got to replace that fairing on there. I mean, I'm telling you guys, start small. Get you a Kawasaki Ninja 400, or maybe even a Kawasaki Ninja 650 is all right. You know what I'm saying? Or any of the small bikes. Anything but a super bike and a great big hulking Harley Davidson or whatever big bike. But anyways, guys, I just want you guys to get a motorcycle and stay safe out there on the streets. Make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my videos released. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next time, catch you guys later.